Imagine this. You're halfway through a Christopher Nolan film. You're 2 timelines deep, 3 plot twists behind, and somehow still waiting for a character to smile just once. But it's fine, because it's genius, right? Well, maybe not. I'm gonna say it. Christopher Nolan isn't as smart as you think. I know. Some of you are clutching your Batman Blu-rays right now, but stay with me, because by the end of this video, I promise you'll see Nolan in a whole new light. And trust me, the last point I make is the one you absolutely don't want to miss. Before we dive deep into the dream layers, make sure to subscribe, hit that little notification bell, and drop a comment below telling me which movie or TV show I should tear into next, or praise if they actually deserve it. This is director Ammar Hejazi, and today we're taking Nolan off the pedestal, just a little. Let's be real. Christopher Nolan is a good director, but he's not some untouchable cinematic oracle. He's more like a really ambitious kid who keeps turning in 40-page essays when the assignment was write a short poem. First of all, Nolan loves exposition like I love coffee on editing days. But at some point, you've got to admit it's a crutch. In Inception, you've got characters literally explaining the rules of the dream world while they're walking through the dream world. It's like going on a roller coaster while the guy next to you reads the instruction manual out loud. In Tenet, it's even worse. There's a whole scene where a scientist tells the protagonist, don't try to understand it, feel it. Which is basically Nolan's way of saying, yeah, I didn't really get it either, but it sounds cool, right? Nolan's characters are like IKEA furniture. Functional, nicely designed, and completely lacking a soul. Seriously. Name one Nolan character who feels like a real human being, not iconic, human. Cobb from Inception, tortured backstory, sure, but remove the guilt about his wife, and the guy has all the emotional range of a tax accountant. The only exception might be Michael Caine. But that's just because Michael Caine brings his own soul to work. You don't watch Nolan movies for emotional arcs. You watch them like you'd watch a puzzle being solved underwater by people in expensive suits. Now, let's talk about why Nolan gets the genius label in the first place. It's the aesthetic of complexity, non-linear timelines, cryptic dialogue, time travel with extra steps. It all feels like it must be smart, even when it's really just smoke and mirrors. And because he delivers it in IMAX with Hans Zimmer's score going B-way every 15 seconds, we go, ah yes, cinema. But complexity isn't the same as depth. Confusing is not profound. Nolan wraps basic themes, guilt, time, duty, in layers of narrative origami. And we call it brilliant because it takes us 2 rewatches and a Reddit thread to understand. Listen, I'm not saying every director has to write perfect female characters, but in the Nolanverse, women are either dead wives, distant wives, or plot devices with lipstick. Interstellar gave us Anne Hathaway lecturing about love as a force of science, and people still weren't sure if that was satire. At some point, you've got to wonder if Nolan's women are there to do anything other than die or deliver exposition. Alright, here's the part I told you not to miss. The real reason Nolan gets away with all this, he makes you feel smart, and that's his real superpower. Nolan creates the illusion of intelligence. His movies aren't for people who want to feel emotional, they're for people who want to feel like they solve something. Watching The Prestige or Tenet is like finishing a Rubik's Cube after someone already did half of it for you. You feel clever even if you were kinda just turning it randomly and hoping it looked cool. And that's not a bad thing, it's just not genius. So, is Nolan a bad filmmaker? Not at all. He's stylish, bold, and he brought Batman back from George Clooney's rubber nipples. Respect. But is he the mind-bending master of modern cinema? Let's just say maybe he's the smartest guy at the party, because he wrote the invitation. This was director Ammar Hejazi, and if you're still here, congrats. You're smarter than most Nolan characters. Hit that like button, drop a comment with what movie or show I should tackle next, and I'll see you in the next one. Just don't try to understand it, feel it.